Hello and welcome back to Learn Java on Codecademy. We're in the data structures section. This is data structures overview. It says in the previous lesson you learned a few of the object-oriented programming concepts used in Java: classes, objects, methods, and inheritance. In this lesson, you will learn how to use some of the classes and methods built into Java to write programs to create, manipulate, and store information in data structures. The instructions: take a look at the code in the editor below. You'll learn how to use them to create, store, and manipulate data in data structures. Click Run to run the code. To actually take a look at the code on the side, not below. But let's just look at it. I'm not 100% on how all this works, but we can probably piece some of it out. At the top, this probably imports some code or something that we will use. Not exactly sure. Sure, we'll go over that one. Public class is just the class that we've been learning about. This one is specifically Olympics class. Within the Olympics class, there is this main method. Main is just the method that always runs when we run our Java program. Everything within main. Here looks like there's an array they created called Olympic Sports. This is a new array, and it contains a string that is added into the array whenever we add to that array. So here we're adding to Olympic Sports archery. It is a string. It will be added into the array list. So will boxing, cricket, and diving. So we'll have this array with 4 items in it. Then we print out there are plus the Olympic sport size. This method returns probably how many items are in that list. So there are 4 Olympic sports in the list. They are. And then it should loop through Olympic sports, printing out each one. And that's what this for loop does. Prints out the current sport we are on. Sport represents an item in the Olympic sports, and it will go through it until it gets to the last one. Here, hash map, it takes a string and an integer, it looks like, and we're calling it host cities. Here we're putting into host cities Beijing in 2008, which is a string and an integer, just like it shows us here. So this creates a hash map with 3 different items. I'm not sure, I'm not familiar too much with hash maps, but down here they loop through that host cities, and they say if host cities city less than 2016, we'll probably get that city. So probably we'll get all of them. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. This is going to pull in from this host cities and then print stuff out depending on if it meets this requirement thing. So let's run this. I see what it is. The 2 cities would meet this requirement, but the 3rd one didn't, and it'll print out the else. So yeah, print it out. There are 4 Olympic sports in this list, and then it printed out. See, there are 4 Olympic sports in this list. They are. Then this for loop prints out archery, boxing, cricket, diving. Then it goes on to this hash map part, which Beijing hosted the Summer Olympics in 2008 because it did this if, and it is less than 2016. So printed out hosted the Summer Olympics in this year. But then it gets to the last one, which is not less than 2016, so it never runs this if, it runs this else, which says it will host the Summer Olympics. But yeah, if this is still kind of confusing for anybody, don't worry, we're going to be able to do all this by the end of this section. But that was just an overview of data structures and Codecademy's Learn Java. I'll see you guys in the next lessons.